My brothers and sisters, the last and final one that really matters is your righteous deeds. فَهُوَ الْعَمَلِ. This is the one that's going to remain. This is the one that you need to work on. This is the one Allah looks at. This is the one that's not going to abandon you. مَنْ عَمِلَ صَالِحًا. Anyone who does a righteous deed, فَلِنَفْسِهِ, he's doing it for himself. وَمَنْ أَسَاءَ فَعَلَيْهَا. And anyone who doesn't do righteous deeds, he's not harming anyone except himself. مَنْ عَمِلَ صَالِحًا فَلِنَفْسِهِ. The good deed that you do is for yourself. وَمَنْ أَسَاءَ. And anyone who does bad and doesn't work hard and leaves off the obligations, falls into sins and prohibition, guess what? فَعَلَيْهَا. It's upon you, and you're going to have to respond to it the day of judgment. The Prophet, he also, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he told us in a famous hadith, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَنظُرُ إِلَىٰ أَجْسَامِكُمْ وَلَا إِلَىٰ صُوَرِكُمْ. Allah does not look at your forms. Allah does not look at your stature and how tall and how much you have spent in the gym and how much you have cleansed your face and oiled your skin. Allah doesn't look at any of that. The human beings do that. What Allah looks at is وَلَكِنْ يَنظُرُ إِلَىٰ قُلُوبِكُمْ وَأَعْمَالِكُمْ. Allah looks at your hearts and He looks at your actions. That is what Allah is going to judge you by, subhanahu wa ta'ala. In a verse, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, He said, مَنْ كَفَرَ فَعَلَيْهِ كُفْرُهُ. Anyone who disbelieves, the disbelief is going to be against you and it's going to work against you. وَمَنْ عَمِلَ صَالِحًا. And anyone who does righteous deeds, فَلِأَنفُسِهِمْ يَمْهَدُونَ. That righteous deed is inshallah ta'ala going to be a what? It's going to be يَمْهَدُونَ. You know what Qatada, he said? In your graveyard. This action is going to make your graveyard big. Or the grave that you're in, it's going to be very يَمْهَدُونَ. يعني fil qabri, he said, your grave is going to be big. Your deeds is going to save you from a tight grave. And the opposite is true. The one who hasn't done actions, forsaked his time, wasted his time, when he goes into his grave, what happens to him? تَخْتَلِفُ عَلَيْهِ أَضْلَاعُ. Your rib cages will cross through, and your intestines and everything will come out of your mouth and your nose. That's what's going to happen to you. What Allah looks at subhanahu wa ta'ala is your actions, brothers. You need actions for the day of judgment. Wahb ibn Munabbihin, he said, and I'm going to conclude with this statement. He said, Ya bunayya, he said, my son, لِكُلِّ إِنسَانٍ بَيْتَانِ. Everybody has two houses. Everyone has two houses. بَيْتٌ غَائِبٌ وَبَيْتٌ شَاهِدٌ. A house that you can see and a house you can't see. فَلَا يُلْهِيَنَّكَ. Do not let it distract you. Don't let it distract you. بَيْتُكَ الشَّاهِدُ. The house that you can see. The one that you're now living in. That your eyes can catch. Don't let that one deceive you from what? From the house that is absent from you that you can't see. Ibn Sammak, even once, he was standing in a graveyard. And there were so many graves around him. And then he said to the people that were with him, لَا يَغُرَّنَّكَ. Do not let it deceive you. سُكُونُ هَذِهِ الْمَقَابِرِ. فَمَا أَشَدَّ تَفَاوُتَهَا. Do not let it deceive you. The graveyards, how they look from the top. They all look calm. They all look the same from the top. فَمَا أَشَدَّ تَفَاوُتَهَا. What are they lacking underneath? They are all different. One person's graveyard is a what? روضة من رياض الجنة. It's a garden from the gardens of a Jannah. And another person, his graveyard is a what? حفرة من حفر النار. It's a pit from the pits of the hellfire. And what is it that separated or made different that from that is what? قُلْ اعْمَلُوا فَسَيَرَ اللَّهُ عَمَلَكُمْ وَرَسُولَهُ. It's the actions that they did. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He makes us from those people who come with righteous actions. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He forgives us for our shortcomings and our mistakes. Anything I've said that was wrong or incorrect, it's from me and shaitan, and Allah and His Messenger are both free from it. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.